Hey, welcome back. We are going to work on using the sponge tool to saturate our image. We're still in chapter 11, adjusting colors. In our textbook, Adobe Photoshop Creative Cloud Revealed by Elizabeth Eisner Redding. Now, on this particular exercise, we're going to click on the orange heart layer to make it active. And we're going to get the sponge tool, which is grouped with the dodge and burn tool. So it must be under here. And there's the sponge tool. And then we're going to click the brush preset picker list arrow, and we're going to choose a hard round brush tip with a size of 13 pixels. We want it hard, and we want it about 16 pixels. And I don't know that I see any here that are similar. That's 10 and it's hard. I'll just change that to 16. Or 13, sorry. And hit tab and then close this out. Then we're going to click the mode list arrow and on the options bar, and we are going to click saturate, and we're going to set the flow to 100%. We're going to click and drag the brush pointer over the orange heart located in the upper left of the candy box. Holy moly, that really saturates it. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better, guys. Okay. I'm going to do a Command or Control S and then save your work, or to save your work and then compare it to figure 8 or mine on the screen. Now let's see what our next exercise is here. We're going to be working on color channels, and we're going to modify those color channels using levels. Sorry. Had a hard time getting that one out of my mouth for some reason. All right, so here we are in the textbook, and we are going to adjust the color using the level setting. So we're going to click on the purple heart layer on the layers panel to make that active. We're going to click the histogram panel options button. And let's see, the histogram. Here it is. And then we want the expanded view. We're going to click the down facing arrow and click all channels. And then we are going to click the arrow again and verify that the show statistics and show channels color in color command contain check marks. We're going to click the source list arrow on the histogram panel. And we're going to click selected layer. We're going to go to image on the menu bar. We're going to point to adjustments. We're going to click levels. That opens the levels dialog box, and we're going to type 40 in the shadows text box. This is shadows, you can tell by the black or dark or arrow. and hit Tab. We're going to type 0.90 in the midtones box and press Tab. And then we're going to type 200 in the highlights box. And you can see how this changes the histogram, the color histogram on our panel below. And hit Tab. Here is the levels box, and then this is the histogram panel. Okay, looks pretty good. Now, making adjustments using the image menu is destructive, means that it always impacts your image permanently. The adjustment is made right on the layer and is irreversible. Making adjustments using the adjustments panel is non-destructive. It can be edited, it can be eliminated, or it can be flattened into a layer, whatever you choose to do. So a big difference in how you make these adjustments. Now we're going to reset the photography workspace. So we're going to go up here, click and reset photography. And then you want to compare your work to figure 10 or mine on the screen. All right, and then we're going to do a Command or Control S to save our work. Not that one, this one. There we go. Now we're going to create color samplers with the information panel. I think we have an exercise hidden in here someplace. And I'm making the assumption that you guys have already read about the information panel, because it's really a great panel to make, and you can use it with any tool that you have for the most part, or any selection you have done. Now we're going to create color samplers and apply a filter. So you want to make sure that you have the layers displayed in your panel. You want to make sure that the rulers are displayed in pixels. My dog is slurping again, I'm sorry. Kind of distracts me. Expand the info panel from the dock. Then we're going to get the color sampler on the tools panel. You want to click and hold that eyedropper, and there should be a color sampler in there someplace. There it is. And then we're going to click the sample size list arrow. Then point sample if necessary. Which we've already got it. Now, using the color sampler pointer and figure 14 as a guide, you're going to click the image in the 4 locations shown. So sample 1 is the orange heart. Sample 2 is the green heart. Sample 3 is the purple heart. And sample 4 is the yellow heart. You're going to click the Info Panel Options button. And then click Color Samplers to hide the color samplers. Why do we want to do that, I wonder? Whatever. All right, then we're going to click the Color Samplers to display the color samplers. We're going to hide the rulers. Collapse the info panel to the dock. Make the pink heart active. Click Filter on the menu. Point to Sharpen, and then click Unsharp Mask. We're now ready to put the finishing touches on our color-corrected image. We sampled the specific areas in the image, we stored that color data on the info panel, hid and revealed the color samplers, and then we opened the Unsharp dialog box. We got quite a bit done with this exercise. We are now going to work in applying a color sampler and then adding a lighting effect. So now we need to adjust our settings in the Unsharp Mask dialog box as necessary so they match those shown in figure 15 in your text or mine on the screen. So the amount should, and I'm going to zoom in just a touch so we can see this better. The amount should be 100%. Hit Tab. The radius is 1.0 and the threshold is 20. And then click OK. We're going to drag the pink heart into view if it does not appear in the preview area, which we did that. Now these settings emphasize the edges and create the illusion of a sharper image. Now we're going to make the box of candy layer active. We're going to go to Filter on the menu bar. We're going to point to Render. And then we're going to click Lighting Effects. In the Lighting Effects options bar, we're going to select the Soft Omnipresent. Well, I'm not quite sure where that is, obviously. You see me stumble around my artboard. You guys probably have found it already, hopefully. I'm going to put you on pause here for just a moment so I can check this out. All right, sorry, it's right here. I just needed to follow the arrow up. And we want the Soft Omni preset. We're going to drag the center of the light over the green Yes Dear. Hover the mouse over the green circle, and when it turns yellow, we're going to drag this, I got to get this out so I can read it because I cannot even see what it's saying, sorry. We're going to hover the mouse over the green circle. When it turns yellow, we're going to drag the circle towards the center of the light and to tell a scale of approximately 300 displays match the settings shown on the property panels. Whatever. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm going to move this over. Drag the center of the light, which we've already done. Then we're going to hover the mouse over the green circle. When it turns yellow, drag the circle towards the center of the light. I don't even see yellow. Okay, I'm pretty darn sure it's because I can't see my whole panel here, but obviously you will be able to do that. So you just want to make sure that the settings shown in the properties panel in figure 16 are the same as yours, and so we're going to go here. It should be intensity at 50, exposure at -8, gloss at -30. Metallic at -20. Oh geez Louise here. Gloss at -30. Metallic at -20, or 20, I'm sorry, just 20. And then ambience at -20. Texture, although I don't see that I have that option. Am I showing all my options? Yep. Maybe I need to pull this out a bit, and it does. So there's the texture and the height. And it looks like we are on target. We're going to double click the Suites for Suite layer thumbnail. We're going to click the Set Text Color box on the options bar. All right, sorry that took me a minute. We are going to double click the Suites for the Suite layer thumbnail. Then we're going to set the text color box on the options bar. Oh, every time I go over to the page it changes on me. And the set color would be right here someplace, we hope. Right here. And then we want to type the RGB values from sample 1 on the info panel in the RGB text box. So we want to do the values from the info box from sample 1. Click OK, commit any current edits. OK. All right, so this is box 1. And we're going to type those RGB values here. So it's 254, 90, and 31. Click OK. Oh my gosh, I just want to close that out. Why is that not closing? And then there should be a little commit sign up there that I already committed. So if you don't, there's normally a little check mark up here, a check box or check that says click on that to commit it. Well, I've already done it, but you can do that. All right. Oh my gosh, thank God this is done. All right. Color sample was changed to match sample 3. I thought we changed it to match sample 1. Well, I'm going to go back in here, and just because I'm anal that way, we're going to go back up to this, and we're going to click here, And I guess we'll change it to do sample 3, which is 245. And 8 and 15. Click OK and apply it. And there you go. Still looks more red than what this one does, but we're going to do a Command or Control S to save your work, and I think I'm done with this demo. If you need any more, be sure and let me know. Talk to you guys later.